Alright, so today I'm gonna be talking about some vegan dishes and the benefits of being vegan, the side effects of it, and the side effects of basically being a meat eater, eating meat. So right here we have the list of carcinogens, things that cause you cancer, and it's listed from group 1 to I think group 3. So the class 1 carcinogen is literally meat. As you can see, it says right here, processed meats, alcohol, which they love to promote to us, smoking, whatever, but I ain't getting into that. So yeah, literally meat is class 1 carcinogen, which means it's going to cause you cancer. Processed meats, some people might say, well, not all meat is processed. Whatever the case, the way they raise these animals, the way they shoot them up with antibiotics, the way they put them in terrible living conditions, living in their own feces, being around their other animals that are dying and dead, just on terrible conditions, right? Some of them have diseases and they still sell it to you. So it's literally class 1 carcinogen, bro. Alright, so as you can see, in this paragraph, they're just talking about clearly, like, those who eat meat are 10 times more likely to contract coronary heart disease than a person who doesn't eat meat. And then also they have in here, men in the age group of 45 to 54, have higher risk for heart disease compared to vegetarians. And then, so it literally says that it's 400% greater. That's 400% if you eat meat. But if you don't eat meat, that's 400% less. So that's a win-win. So as you see here, they have picture of an artery. It's not going to show the whole picture, but right here they have a artery that's clean, and then like right there that is a clogged artery. So as you can see, have a clogged artery, and it says the medical industry should be telling people directly what causes a heart attack or stroke. And I know a lot of people have, strokes, people in their family that have had a heart attack. Like it says on here, high blood pressure, clogged arteries. But it's really the cause of eating meat. But they're not going to tell us that because they want to keep making us sick and making money off of us. And like it said in here, consuming too many animal fats or fried foods over a period of time. Like, bro, they don't want to tell us to eat healthy. Go buy some apples or something. They just promote commercials of Pizza Hut and Burger King and McDonald's. And all it's doing is getting you sick and making you have to rely on them for medicines. They don't even want to tell you about natural ways to heal yourself. Alright, so right here, it's basically talking about what cholesterol is, It says it is a fat, also known as a lipid. Clogged arteries occur when cholesterol builds up so much that it actually blocks the passage of blood flow through the artery. And then, hold on. Why is it not working? Okay. So it says once the blood supply is cut off from a part of the heart or brain, a heart attack or stroke occurs. The cause of diet-induced unhealthy cholesterol and from eating too many saturated fats, which are abundant in beef, pork, veal, milk, and cheese, which is literally what the standard American diet is. Not to mention bread, which is wheat, which they always spray full of pesticides and GMO and cause us to have so many problems with our gut. Okay, so right here they're basically just talking about how a lot of us have thought, maybe I guess been bamboozled to think that chicken is better than, like, white meat is better than red meat, but it's just saying, like, pigs have been famous for carrying diseases, parasites, viruses, and worms. But I don't don't know why y'all still be eating pork. I'm not getting into that though. So it says recently, however, chicken has been dubbed the most toxic meat. Crazy, right? And then it says chicken are being dosed with antibiotics containing arsenic, along with, alright, let me move out the way, along with other animals which are being raised for human consumption. Roxarizone, I think that's how it's pronounced, an antibiotic commonly used on factory farms, contains significant amounts of the carcinogenic form of arsenic. So they are not only, the meat alone gives us like problems and is carcinogenic. They also pumping it with antibiotics that contain significant amounts of carcinogen. Like, bro, crazy. And then 3 to 5 micrograms of inorganic or arsenic. And I think like one breast or something. Daily exposure to that can dramatically increase the risk of cancer, dementia, neurological problems, and other ailments in humans. So, in the farther up on this article I had read last night, it was saying like even eating like just one breast or a third of a breast a day, and it would have about 3 to 5 micrograms of arsenic in it, can cause you to be more likely to get dementia, cancer, problems in your brain, and other ailments, right? And then it says, unfortunately, antibiotics are not the only things affecting the toxicity of meat. Dioxins, which are chemicals in our environment, get absorbed into the flesh of animals as well, which are later consumed by humans. But yes, it's crazy. So that in turn causes a wide range of effects, including cancer, depressed immune response, nervous system disorders, miscarriages, and birth deformities. Ain't that messed up? This is what they be feeding people. And it says people in general are aware that animals are raised for human consumption. Alright, people that are raised with people that know that animals are being given antibiotics, hormones, but so basically we're not really aware of the effects of these antibiotics and these hormones that are being pumped into these animals that they're selling people. But a lot of people do know that animals are getting pumped with hormones and antibiotics. And, some are aware, like it said, but that's why they opt to eat only grass-fed or free-range animals like chickens and cows. And so right here it talks about how you can get colon cancer by eating a lot of meat and having a diet that's high in saturated fats or whatever and low in fiber, high in fat and animal protein. You're susceptible to getting colon cancer. And it says animals are not good for people to ingest. Shortly after an animal is slaughtered, it begins the decaying process. This is accomplished by enzymes within the animal's body. And it says these enzymes of decay are, and then it says rotting continues nonetheless. And when people eat meat, they're ingesting these very same decaying enzymes into their own bodies. One can only ponder what effects these enzymes of decay are having upon the living human body. And it says, if people understood the effects that eating meat has upon their bodies and minds, no doubt the consumption of meat would decrease greatly in this country and around the world. So basically, I know meat is addicting. Okay, they make it addicting, they make it taste good, not to mention, the only reason people be eating meat is because they throw it on a pan, season it with a bunch of stuff, and then they can eat it. But literally, it's bad for you. Clearly, as in this video I've been showing you. So now I'm going to be talking about, benefits of being vegan and show some pictures of like some vegan meals I've made. Just a few things, because it's not hard to be vegan. You just gotta opt out what you eat regularly with meat, Get some vegan meat. Get some get some like chickpeas. Get some lentils. You can make vegan meat and it'll be healthier. Sometimes the processed vegan meat is bad, but you just gotta find a way, okay? Okay, so as you can see, I don't know why there's this little like blue light on me. As you can see, it says number one of being vegan, increased energy. So I know some of y'all be out here be sluggish, be groggy, and